What's going on, Everly Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about news that I am late on, but news that is kind of still ongoing, honestly, and there's still little bits and pieces that are coming out about the news involving Kyle Dubas' firing, or not even firing, but dismissal, or he's whether he's leaving or whatever it is, they're parting ways. Kyle Dubas and the Toronto Maple Leafs have agreed to part ways. I don't know if it's mutual or the Leafs, the Leafs idea or the Leafs move on from Kyle Dubas, but regardless, Kyle Dubas will not be back with the Toronto Maple Leafs as the GM, and this definitely leaves me a bit upset. I really do, and I think most of the fan base liked Kyle Dubas. I think the guy deserved to stay. I didn't make my video on whether or not the Leafs should fire Dubas or not, renew him or not. Of course, Kyle Dubas was a free agent, a GM free agent, but I didn't get to that video fast enough. They got rid of him too quick. But I was going to say they should have kept him. I like Kyle Dubas. I'm not going to get on the Leafs for it because I definitely think that this could be a mutual thing based off of what Kyle Dubas said. In his, I believe that was Monday, that press conference, the season-ending press conference, where Dubas kind of just seemed unsure. He's 37 years old, still got lots of time left to be GM, and he was basically, saying that he might not, want to be back with the Leafs. He might not want to have a job at all. He set up, it was about his family, and his family really took a toll, especially over the past year, which being in Toronto with that media, of course, is very, very hard. But, one interesting thing that he also said was, if I don't come back to Toronto, you're not going to see me pick up and go somewhere else. It's Toronto or it's nowhere. So he basically said maybe he wanted to take a year or two off, and maybe this is what it is. This is what this is. But then we heard news that the Leafs had a deal with Kyle Dubas, and then it kind of backfired because his agent said, you should do this, you should do this, and Kyle Dubas listened to his agent, and his agent basically screwed him. Shanahan took it badly, and Kyle Dubas' agent kind of screwed him over in this position. But there's lots of different stories that you could take from it, or you could hear or believe. But regardless, Kyle Dubas will not be back with the Toronto Maple Leafs, as the GM. So that is what to unpack from this. Jason Spezza also then went to leave. Jason Spezza and Kyle Dubas are kind of a package deal, and I think that's pretty obvious there. I think the only reason Dubas was with the Leafs front office was because Dubas brought him on when he retired from hockey. And that was probably, going into this decision-making for Spezza. If I leave, Dubas, will you take me on? Dubas said yes. That's probably, if I had to guess, that's how it went. It's just unfortunate that Dubas won't be back. Now, I'm not going to kill the Leafs for it. I'm not even that mad. I'm just a little bit disappointed and pretty sad. I think Dubas definitely deserved to stay. He did everything we wanted him to do. There wasn't a bad move that he made for a bit. People say the Matt Murray trade, but that didn't restrict us from doing anything, and there were no other options in net. Going back to about a year and a couple months ago, or sorry, even 10 months ago. But Dubas not being back, I think Keefe should have been the one to go first. But I think Dubas' comments definitely kind of steered him out of town. And that left kind of a bad taste in Shanahan's mouth. Now, Dubas did say, like I said, it's either Toronto or nowhere. I thought, personally, after that, I thought Dubas is going to take some time off. He's going to take a year or two off, and then he'll come back, whether it's with the Leafs or whether it's with another team. If it were the Leafs, it wouldn't be as a GM. It would be in a bigger role. Now, today we're hearing that the Leafs gave permission for Dubas to talk to Pittsburgh, because of course Dubas technically, I believe, still is, he is still with the Toronto Maple Leafs technically until June 30th, I believe. He can't just talk to somebody else without the Leafs' permission, but the Leafs gave him permission. So I guess maybe, in the end, Dubas was just saying, he was going to rethink his decisions, and he rethought his decisions, and that he wants to continue being a GM. this is all speculation. We don't know. We don't even know if Dubas is going to want to take the Pittsburgh job. Maybe he's just going to talk to them and kind of see what it entails. But in the end, though, I think it was more of a mutual decision, and I think Dubas's words on Monday Monday or Tuesday. I think Monday, not Tuesday. Definitely played a part in this big thing that is going on. So for Dubas, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And if he goes to Pittsburgh, then that probably means that he wanted to stay with the Leafs all along. And he had that conversation with his family and was going to come back, but his comments left a sour taste in Shanahan's mouth. Maybe the fact that his agent messed him up, maybe that plays into something. Or even, maybe Dubas didn't like the fact that Shanahan, because there was a report that Shanahan, blocked a lot of his deals. Maybe that is something he doesn't want. But who knows? It's all speculation. I'm upset Dubas is gone, but I'm not upset with the Leafs necessarily. I think Dubas could have played it a bit better. His agent definitely screwed him over as well. And I'm interested in looking forward to seeing what comes off of this and who the Leafs turn to now. I'm going to have a video on some GM candidates. I still think Keefe should be absolutely gone, but I don't think that we'll really know about this until the GM gets hired, and I think it's all up to him. I think it's his decision. Shanahan made that pretty clear, but we'll see how it all goes down. I'll unpack it with you guys. I'll have videos leading up to it, but you guys stay tuned. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on Dubas out of Toronto. Like I said, I like Dubas. I think he should have stayed, but this may have had a little piece and a little part of him having to do with this. Maybe I think the Leafs did want him back. I think this all kind of the situation didn't help itself. But Dubas, if he wants a job, will have absolutely no problem getting a job. Every team that needs a GM will definitely turn to him. But guys, that's all I got in this video. You guys let me know all that good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys on the next video, and as always, go Leafs, go.